Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Bryce Summerstein.
And why are you here?
I'm here to give my expert opinion as to whether the defendant had adequate security measures on June 6, 2015.
And what qualifies you to give that opinion?
So I am currently the owner of a security litigation solutions, and I was a police officer for about 8 years and a security guard before that for 2 years.
Now, let's break that down a little bit. You said that you were a police officer.
Yes, for the
Well,
Stapleton.
Okay. And while you were there, did you get any awards?
I refer to as commendations.
Commendations?
It sounds very good.
Did you get any commendations?
The patrol officer of the
Did you
year.
receive any commendations? You were a top 10 in your class, and you were a patrol officer of the year.
I was top 10 in my class at Police Academy, and I was also patrol officer of the year when I was at the Steelton Police Department.
Okay. Now, did you have any special education that helped you understand security issues?
Yes, well, I received a bachelor's degree, and I also went through the Police Academy.
Bachelor's in what?
In this criminal subject.
Criminal justice. Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and I also went to the Police Academy before joining the police department.
Okay. Now, did you do anything to prepare an opinion in this case today?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do?
I reviewed all the documents and exhibits in the record.
Specific about what you do.
Okay. She asked me a follow-up question. Just say specific. Okay. So I reviewed the deposition of the plaintiff, Bobby Daly. I also reviewed the deposition of Christy Filitonova, who was the employee working that evening. I also reviewed Tracy Simon's deposition, the owner of the ice cream parlor, and reviewed the other expert witness, Ms. Noonan. And also I reviewed the police report and all other relevant documents pertaining to this case.
Okay. And were those materials sufficient in order for you to form an opinion?
Yes, they were.
And have you formed an opinion?
Yes, I have, based on that information.
Okay. Now, I'd like to talk to you now about what a reasonable business should
Just ask them. Don't say I'd like to talk to them. Just ask the question. So, were you able to form an opinion? Yes. And then ask. So, what does
Okay. It's not like I had one.
you won't need a topic sentence for this.
Okay. So, what responsibility does a store have to its customers and keeping them safe?
When a store, specifically Scooter's Ice Cream Parlor, expects a large number of people to be present, they must implement either effective or greater security measures to keep those people safe.
Now, you mentioned an increase. What did you say? An increase in customers?
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about those increasing customers. What do you mean by that?
So, from my understanding of the record and my review of all the materials, Scooters had advertised that they were a Chase place, and because of that, they attracted more customers.
And do you understand this Chase's game?
Yes, I do. I reviewed it in the documents of the record. I reviewed what Chase game was.
And what is it?
So it's essentially pretty popular amongst young adults right now. It's a game you play on your phone, and the point of the game is to get these Chase monsters. So when Scooter's Ice Cream Parlor, the defendant advertised themselves as a Chase place, it would attract people to go there because they can catch the certain monster from their phones.
Okay. And why would that cause the defendant to expect more people coming to their shop?
Again, because it's a very popular game, so if they advertised it more, people would come because the goal of the game is to catch these monsters. So it's advertising that if you come here, you can potentially catch one of these chasing monsters.
I am handing you, sorry, the advertisement.
Which one?
The other one.
That's some cheap stuff.
Sorry, I did not say the name was.
Building our coal castles on top of the shed.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm
Right,
taking himself
co-counsel.
out.
I'm handing you the evidence as Exhibit 1. That is the advertisement from Scooters. Did you review this?
Yes, I did.
And how did this influence your opinion here today?
That this wasn't the advertisement outside the defendant's shop on June 6th, so it attracted customers to go.
Yeah, it was Chase Place. If you want a rare monster, come here. Okay. And based on reviewing that ad, was there any limitations on that advertisement as to when people could come to the shop?
No, it just simply says that they have the chase of monsters. There's nothing else on here.
You can put that aside. Now, you said,
So I'm of the opinion that if you're done with it, retrieve it and put it back.
permission to approach the witness. Okay. Now, earlier you also mentioned that when a business expects a higher volume of people, that they would have to implement extra security measures.
Correct.
What are some of those security measures?
So two things. Cameras are very important, and also security staff.
Okay. Would it assist in your testimony if you could sit down and make use of a enlarged document of the diagram?
This is why I don't ask that question. I just say, no, we have, with the step down to use.
Okay. Your Honor, can the witness sit down and make use of an enlarged?
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Bring it up.
That's hysterical.
Just happened.
It was locked in.
Okay, Ms. Summersby. One of the things you mentioned that a business could do is provide security cameras. Now, what would be the purpose of having security cameras?
Security cameras are very important. When they're visible, they act as a deterrent to crimes. If criminals can see them, they're less likely to commit the crime.
Okay. And based on your review of the record, were there cameras at Scooters on June 6, 2015?
Yes, there were two located right here in KFC, and this one over here.
Okay, and on June 6, 2015, did those cameras perform the deterrence that they were there to promote?
No,
The deterrent effect that they were intended for?
no, they did not.
Why not?
Because, as the plaintiff indicated in her testimony, that she was standing right here on the sidewalk, and the cameras for Scooters faced only the parking lot, so the cameras could not have seen what was going on in the sidewalk area over here.
What's more important is anybody standing right there would not have seen the cameras.
Anybody standing right here would have never seen the cameras located outside of Scooters because the cameras were facing the parking lot.
Sorry. Okay. Now you also mentioned security staff. Yes, right? Okay. What do you mean by security staff?
So on the night, from my review of the record, it was clear that only a 17-year-old girl was working that evening, and she was the only employee working.
I'm saying
Well,
general
just
right
in
now.
general.
Oh, sorry.
So what's the point of security staff generally?
Point of security staff is, especially when there's a large amount of people in stores, is to provide some order and just ensure the safety of customers that are visiting the store. And their security staff is also aware of the surroundings of the building.
Okay. And based on your review of the record, was there adequate security on the institution?
No, there was not.
Why not?
Because based on my review of the record and the deposition of Ms. Phillips Nova, she was the only employee working on June 6th. And she was a 17-year-old girl, and from my understanding, her first language wasn't English as well.
Okay. And is one employee working on any given evening, in this case, adequate?
No, it certainly was not.
Based on your education, training,
Put it back in the box with us.
okay, you can take your seat now. Going over. Okay.
Rob, counsel.
Remember that one time last semester you almost went down? There was no chair in the box.
Excuse me, I'm dying. Based on based on your education, training, experience, and the materials you've reviewed in preparation for today's testimony, were you able to have you come to an opinion with a reasonable degree of professional certainty as to whether or not the defendant had adequate security measures on June 6, 2013?
Yes, I was able to formulate an opinion.
And what is that opinion?
My opinion, my professional opinion, is that the defendant put up an ad and designated themselves as a Chase place. And when they did that, they assumed that they would have a large number of people visiting their stores. Based on that, they should have had more security measures than they did the night of June 6, 2015. And they could have done that with.
Sure.
They could have done that with having proper cameras around the entire building. In addition to that, they should have had more security staff, specifically either a guard or certainly more employees that evening. One employee was certainly not sufficient for the number of people that visited their store.
Thank you.